You guys are watching your Marvel movies in a completely wrong way. What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Studios Ultimate Unboxing. Here on this channel, we unbox all types of Marvel collectibles, action figures, Funko Pops. We talk about everything Marvel, so thank you for choosing my channel. So today, I want to talk about something that is at least very important for Marvel movie watchers. So, in today, we are moving into the digital era, everything being digital. From books to movies to music, everything. We're putting away CDs, we're putting away DVDs. And I want to talk to you on what is better, either watching a Marvel movie in digital, so after it comes out, so once it's done being in theaters, if it's better to watch it, like buy it like on iTunes or Amazon or Vudu, or to get the Blu-ray disc. And so I've done a lot of research, and I basically found out the answer. But before I start, I'm just gonna tell you pros and cons to watching a Marvel movie in both. Alright, so let's start with watching it DVD. Let's start with cons. So of course, if you watch a DVD, or when I mean DVD, I mean Blu-ray. I don't mean the actual DVDs. I mean like Blu-ray DVDs. So when you watch it in Blu-ray DVD, one of the cons is that, I mean, it's a disc. So if you want to watch it, you got to put it in a disc every time. You have to get up and put it in. When that can be exhausting. I mean, you also have all these cases that you have to keep. You know, all of grab it. So you have to have all like these cases like this. So then you got to stick them somewhere, and you keep these laying around, and I guess it can get kind of, get kind of crazy. They're big. If you want to travel with them, they're kind of clunky. Now let's talk about cons of digital. So digital, you highly rely basically on how your internet is doing. If your internet is bad, you won't be able to watch a movie. Okay, if the internet's bad, your quality will be really bad. There's a lot of buffering. It's just like everything is dependent on the Wi-Fi and your internet and where you are. So those are basically my cons right now. Now I'm just gonna talk about pros for. I'm just gonna mix it. I'm gonna talk about pros and cons for both, just kind of right now. All right. So what I think is, whenever you want to watch a movie, you want the highest quality, for the sound, for the movie, for everything, and honestly, Blu-rays are better sound quality and everything, because when you buy a movie on iTunes or Amazon or Vudu, even if you buy it, you're having to stream it, okay? Unless you get like on your computer and then you download it, then you're fine. But then you have to wait a couple hours or an hour or so to get it downloaded, depending on your Wi-Fi again. But with iTunes or stuff or anything like that, you have to stream it. So you have to pull it from the sky basically and then watch it, which means the quality is not as good, the sound is not as good, it won't be as good. Now with the Blu-ray disc, sound quality and everything is already improved from your normal DVD. So basically how it works is you have your normal DVD, and then the Blu-rays are like amped up. So you have better sound quality, better visuals, better everything. So that's one reason why I definitely say getting the DVD is better. Now another thing, when you buy, I only looked at this one for the iTunes, but when you buy a movie over iTunes, you actually do not own the movie, even if you have bought it. And like I said, I did a lot of research on this. Basically how it works is companies partner with, iTunes or Amazon or anything like that. And they say, hey, can we please put our movies on your thing and then sell them? And then iTunes is like, yeah, of course, go ahead. Because of course iTunes benefits from it. So the way it works is that, and this is just a big what if. So it hasn't really happened from what I've researched, but it's definitely possible that this could happen. And that is that whenever you buy a movie from iTunes, you still don't own the movie. The movie is still the property of iTunes, which means at any time, if iTunes shuts down, if there's a malfunction, or if iTunes upgrades, and they are only supporting a 4K format and they're not doing anything else now, then your movie that's a digital copy that originally was not in 4K or something like that, it won't be able to support. It won't be able to be played. because it's still iTunes. And if iTunes ever shuts down, since you bought it from iTunes, if iTunes ever shuts down, that movie goes down with it. Okay? And that's just how it works. Now you might be thinking, well, Jordan, whenever you get, a Blu-ray disc, you get a digital code that you can put in, and then it's part of iTunes. That is partially true. When you get a movie like this from Walmart or from Target or wherever, and you get the digital code, it is not from iTunes, okay? The digital code is basically like the code that just holds the movie, and when you enter it into like iTunes basically just holds it for you. Okay, so it's not a part of iTunes. Now when you log on, you type in your password and then you purchase like Avengers Infinity War over iTunes in the platform of iTunes, it is still iTunes property because you bought it from them. So then if at any point iTunes crashes down, their movie goes with them. Okay? I actually found proof on that. So I went to the Apple page. I went to Terms of Service. So this is like the whole Terms of Service for all of Apple, for Apple products, for iTunes and everything. So there's a paragraph in here and that basically talks about if something bad happens to Apple, it's not their fault. And if you lose all your stuff, then you lose it. So I'm just going to read this paragraph really quick. So it says, accordingly, in the event that Apple changes any part of the service or discontinues a service, which Apple may do at its election, your knowledge that you may no longer be able to use products to the same extent as prior to such change or discontinuation, and that Apple shall have no liability to you in such case. So, for those of you guys who didn't understand, that's basically saying if there's ever a problem or if Apple discontinues something and your purchases don't work anymore, it's not their fault because it's not supported. Which means whenever you get a digital copy, it's not really yours, and you're always on that, you're always like on that wire. Like if it ever goes down, you won't own that movie anymore, or you might still own it, but it might not work as well, and it might not be as smooth. So that's just something that's just a caution that you have to take whenever purchasing a digital copy. That you need to have the mindset, it won't be yours. I mean, it's yours, you bought it with your money, but if ever something happens to Apple, according to this paragraph, if something happens, your products may be affected by it, and therefore, it's not their fault. So, if you guys want to go look that up, I'll see if I can link it down in the description so you can read it for yourself. So that's why I definitely, again, choose Blu-ray discs. Because if Apple goes down, and you lose your digital copy, the Blu-ray discs come with a digital copy. Almost every single Blu-ray either comes with a digital code and like a digital copy disc, either one, right? So I can't really show you the code even though it's already been used, but usually the code's like on here. So even if iTunes goes down and they stop working, you can use this code. Now if iTunes goes down and they don't allow you to put codes anymore, that's okay, because sometimes they come with a digital copy code. I don't know where that one is. I don't think this one has it. But sometimes some of the discs, they come with a DVD, a Blu-ray, and then a digital copy disc and a digital copy code. So then if ever iTunes goes down or one of your things goes down, you get the digital copy, you get the disc that's a digital copy, you put it into a Blu-ray player or something, you hook it up to your computer, and it will automatically download it to your computer, even if iTunes does not support it anymore, because you own the digital copy. Now, of course, there could be a case where that might not work either. Well, that's okay, because then you have the DVD and you have the Blu-ray disc. So either way, you can still watch it no matter what. And that's another big reason why you should go for the DVD. Okay? Another reason why you should go for the DVD is because, super simple, special features. Okay? iTunes has only a select amount of special features for your DVDs. And for your a select amount of special features for the digital copies that you can buy on iTunes. I did not check out Amazon. I'm basically talking about iTunes right now because iTunes is one of the biggest competitors out there who are selling movies and streaming them and whatever like that. So, but yeah, I don't know about other ones, but I can definitely say that I'm 90% sure that the special features that come on iTunes and like Amazon and Vudu, you don't get as much as if you would get like the DVD, okay? Because iTunes, they have a select amount. They have iTunes extras, okay? So that's only some extras. It's not all of them at all. It's not even close to all of them. And I actually went and I looked at, I think I was doing Spider-Man Homecoming, and I compared it. I went to the, what do you call it? I looked at the DVD part and I looked at the digital, and they were different. I mean, they had some of the same stuff. They actually did have some of the same stuff, but they also added a bunch of stuff because iTunes, they can't put everything out in there. So one, you get more special features with the DVDs. sometimes you even get like a special DVD disc, which is very cool as well. So that's another reason why you should go for the DVDs. Now I know DVDs can be big and they're chunky, and it's much easier to have a digital copy where you can just, you know, it's like all organized. But I also like to collect DVDs, especially Marvel DVDs, and have my little collection of all them, and you can see them all. Because if it's on like just a digital, you know, screen, I just don't take I don't take that much pride in that. I would much rather have something solid. So yeah, there you go. That's my opinion basically on digital and DVD and Blu-ray. So what you get from this is basically this: when you go for the Blu-ray discs for Marvel movies and for any movies, basically, you will get more special features, better visual and sound quality. If any of your, you know, if any of your streaming services, iTunes, Amazon ever goes down, you will have over 3 backups just in case. You have your digital code, your digital CD, and your DVD. Now, sometimes you get all 3 of those in one package, and sometimes you don't. So that just depends. But either way, you will have an alternative solution. Also, one I forgot to say is that with the digital copy, you know, you pay like $20 usually. Like on iTunes, I think it's about $20. You pay about $20, and you get, you know, the video and some special features, and that's it. But you could pay $20 for a Blu-ray disc. You know, for the Blu-ray version. You get a digital code, you get a Blu-ray disc. Ooh, excuse me, wow, that was weird. So you get a digital code, you get a Blu-ray disc, and you sometimes get little extras like this one. This one came with a collector's book. This one came with a collector's book, all for the same price as one movie, one iTunes movie. So with your $20 that you pay, you're actually getting more if you go for the Blu-ray. Now, not all of them come with this. This is like just a special one, but I have gotten. I think I got the Maze Runner series a while back, and it came with a special book, like a little comic book, for basically the same price as your digital copy. So basically, why would you choose a digital? Why would you choose a digital copy if you could get all this extra stuff for the same price? All right. So that's my little rant. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys think it's better to get a Blu-ray or digital, I mean, they're both super cool and they're both convenient in their own ways. I would just definitely say hard copies are better than digital because digital is not reliable all the time, but these are. And even if your DVD gets scratched or something like that, it's super simple because you have another option. If your Blu-ray gets scratched, then you have the DVD. If your DVD is scratched, you have the digital CD. If that doesn't work, well then something must be really bad. But you should never get that far gone if you have 3 options, because with digital you got one option. It's either your Wi-Fi works or it doesn't. And if it doesn't work, you can't do it unless you download the video. I've had multiple times I've been trying to watch a new video that I've gotten, and my Wi-Fi is not working, so I can't watch it. So I have to watch, I don't know, something else, you know, that I like that's on DVD. So definitely get all your stuff in DVD. Now, if it's just like a video that you don't really care about, or not, okay. Well, again, when I say DVD, I don't mean the actual DVD. I mean Blu-ray. Okay, the Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray DVD disc. So don't just think it's because there's no normal DVD disc. Those are, I mean, the quality's pretty bad. They scratch super easy, but Blu-ray, you know, they resist most scratches, higher quality, pop-up menus, basically everything. Well, with digital, it's just one menu. You click go, you play the movie, you get done, you watch special features. So yeah. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys thought about this, if you like digital or Blu-ray or whatever. And I will see you guys next time. Have fun. Oh, it did. That was a horrible translation. Let me try this again.